As Olympic fever takes over around the world and the motorsports community go on a well-deserved break, we ask a question at this channel: what if there was racing in the Olympics? Welcome into the Breaking Balls channel. It is Bob here. And yes, there isn't much racing going on right now, but we're still talking it all the time on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Adam and I had a full NASCAR silly season recap. We had some predictions as well for what's to come. So go ahead and check that out. We posted that the other day. But today we are looking at motorsports as a grander picture. We're looking at Olympics motorsports. It hasn't been received yet. They've tried to push for it the last few Olympics. It has not been accepted as an Olympic sport, but we are pretending today that it was, and 2024's Paris Games has the Olympics racing. So before you start commenting Max Verstappen versus Kyle Larson, this is more going to be a Ryder Cup version. 3 drivers per country, team-based racing. So it's not going to be one-on-one for the gold here. Go ahead and save your comments until after you see the list. I'm ranking the top 8 countries. You get a captain plus 2 other drivers, potentially like a race of champions style. There may be a street course, a go-kart track, a dirt track, maybe an oval. So it's guys that have to be well-versed in just everything, not just one sort of racing focus. So today we're going to look at 8 different countries. I'm going to rank them from 8 to 1 and see who comes out as my favorite for the gold in Paris in 2024 in the Breaking Balls Olympic world. So let's go ahead and start at number 8, down under in Australia. Australia at number 8, Will Power, the captain, the 2-time IndyCar champion, 2018 Indy 500 winner. At 43 years old, Will Power commands a lot of respect around the motorsports world. He would captain Oscar Piastri, the F1 driver from McLaren, who recently won his first race, along with Brody Kostecki, last year's Supercars champion. Has had a lot of controversy on and off the track this year, but he can wheel it when he's out there. I'd like to see someone from the Supercars realm be a part of that Australian team. No Daniel Ricciardo. I know might be a little controversial, but it is what it is. There's only 3 guys that can represent the country. At number 7, we're going up to Japan. Kamui Kobayashi captaining the Japanese racing team, where Yuki Tsunoda and Takuma Sato will be alongside him. Obviously, Kamui Kobayashi has an incredible pedigree of racing from F1 to one of the best endurance racing car guys the last 15 years. Takuma Sato, a 2-time Indy 500 winner. He's 47, so a little bit older there, but listen, for the Olympics, someone like him deserves a shot at a gold medal, or at least some kind of medal there. And then, of course, Yuki Tsunoda, everyone loves, the Red Bull Academy driver. At number 6, we're staying in the Red Bull family, Mexico. This team scares me a little bit, but number 6, Mexico. Sergio Perez is captaining the Mexican team. The Red Bull driver has definitely been in the news the last few months, not in the best form, but he'll be captaining the Mexican team with Pato O'Ward and Daniel Suarez, 2 North American race car drivers by his side, with Pato O'Ward, one of the fan favorites in the IndyCar garage, and Daniel Suarez, a fan favorite in the NASCAR side. So Mexico at number 6, but don't you worry, Checo, Max Verstappen right above you at number 5. Listen, before you start commenting, Max Verstappen at number 5, this team is more like the 2006 Cleveland Cavaliers. It's LeBron James and then a bunch of everyone else. It's Max Verstappen obviously captaining this team and probably running and gaining the most points. Sound familiar, Red Bull? You've got Nick DeVries alongside Renger van der Zande, who is an IMSA driver. Father was a Rallycross driver. He can bring a lot of different racing styles to the table. It's an interesting team there. Max Verstappen, obviously one of the best drivers in the world, if not the best. But number 5 just shows that you have to have depth to win a gold medal in Paris this year. Number 4, the United States. Us at Breaking Balls, we love our NASCAR. We wanted to put them higher. Originally, I had them at 2, and then I started to think, no, this team needs to be probably number 4. Kyle Larson, one of the best drivers, if not the best driver in the world, with Max Verstappen there as captaining this team. Was in the Indy 500 this year, led laps, was one of the best new faces in the garage for the Indy 500 in the last few years. You've got Tyler Reddick, a great NASCAR driver, can run on road courses, ovals, dirt tracks, everything. Like I said, you're going to need to be good in all forms of racing. And Colton Herta from the IndyCar side has a go-karting side, open wheel. We didn't want to throw 3 NASCAR guys on here. We wanted to have a little bit of branding here. Colton Herta's hair is fantastic, great personality, and also he's hungry to prove he belongs on the world stage after the FIA denied him a super license when he potentially could have been with AlphaTauri a few years ago. So Colton Herta could be hungry and willing to prove that the Americans have a racing style that could win gold this year. I have him at number 4 right now. At number 3, speaking of the karts, We're going to Britain, the karting capital of the world, and obviously their pedigree, producing a lot of great F1 drivers. Yeah, it's only fitting I go 3 F1 drivers for Britain. Originally, you could probably make a case for them at 2 or maybe even 1, but I have Lewis Hamilton captaining this team, and it's the depth that worries me. I'm not sure that George Russell or Lando Norris, when the time comes for a gold medal race, maybe they're not up to it yet. Now in 2028, that they're probably ready, but I think they're still a little young for that. So Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, George Russell as your 3 from Great Britain. At number 2, the silver medal squad in my power rankings is Spain. And of course, this team is going to be captained by none other than the timeless wonder of Fernando Alonso. I'd love to see him be the flag holder at the ceremony for Spain. That would be an absolute awesome scene there. But Fernando Alonso, one of the greatest drivers, most decorated drivers in the whole motorsports world, being the captain. Carlos Sainz, the F1 driver that recently just signed with Williams alongside Alex Palou, multi-time IndyCar champ, one of the best road course drivers in the IndyCar series. When he's locked in, he's hard to stop there. A lot of people don't know about Alex Palou. If he's in the Olympics, you'll know about him. So Alex Palou with Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso captaining Spain is my number 2 team. And number 1, and I promise there's no bias here, ignore the flag behind me. Number 1, New Zealand. Oh, you're probably thinking, wait, whoa, what? New Zealand is the gold medal squad going into this for me. Shane Van Gisbergen can wheel anything. And again, I know the flag behind me, but one of the best drivers in the world. You pair him with Scott McLaughlin, who was a supercars driver that came over to America originally to race NASCAR. Roger Penske said, you're going to race in IndyCar. And he said, yes, sir, I'm going open wheel. And has been a very, very great driver and has really turned it up as he's gotten more comfortable. Really great driver. I think he would be a force on any kind of scene. And then Scott Dixon. Scott Dixon, one of the legends of the IndyCar series. A little bit older there, but brings a veteran presence there. I think that team is so well-rounded, New Zealand, with SVG, Scott McLaughlin, and Scott Dixon, that I know it's going to be tough to beat Britain, Spain, all those different countries there with all the different pedigrees. You look at the Race of Champions, Carl Edwards beat Michael Schumacher way back when. So anyone can win on a given day, but I really do think this New Zealand team is shaped up to be a gold medal winner. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, New Zealand, Spain, Britain, United States, Netherlands, Mexico, Japan, Australia, 1 through 8. Let me know if I missed anyone or if you would change anything on your Olympic committee. This is my list for Paris 2024. I have New Zealand winning the gold, Spain winning silver, and Britain winning the bronze. Go ahead and subscribe for more breaking balls here. Hopefully, we'll have some actual racing to talk about soon. But until then, the hypothetical Olympics will do. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Like I said, go ahead and subscribe. Adam and I will be back for more.